Hey, what's up, YouTube? What's up, traders? What's up, crybabies? A lot of you guys are like, crying right now. This market has been shaky, shaky, shaky. And remember what I always say, trading involves risk. You could lose all your money. So to get down to it and talk about this market, all right, this has been one roller coaster ride, all right. But even a roller coaster, I think, stay on course more steadier than this freaking market has been going up and down. So I had a couple of good questions that came in. All right. Before I even answer those questions, I had a couple of stocks that we traded today. Shout out to the squawk room. None of us made good money today. Well, some of us did, but the majority of us normally, we normally kill it. But today it was kind of nothing was moving today. So I took a couple of shots at a couple of small caps, and I'll make a video. Probably not all of them, but I'll make a few videos. Actually, it's 8:30. Yeah, I'll probably make the videos tonight. So the stocks that I purchased was BTU. Could have bought that yesterday or the day before. I don't remember, but this is a new one. This is ticker symbol BTU. Ticker symbol PBMD. All right, ticker symbol RADA. All right, I bought some of all of those ticker symbol I just mentioned, and I think the last one was Ford. Ticker symbol FORD, not Ford the car. Okay, Ford Industries, I think the company name is. All right, so those are the stocks that I took a trade in this week. Last week was ACI. That one was a nice runner from $4 to like $9. I exited kind of like early, but who's complaining? I'd rather be complaining about, damn, I could have made more money than be complaining about how much money that I lost. All right, like today, all those stocks that I just named, they all was in the green. All right, and then I don't know what happened. As usual, I'm not, when I'm away from my desk, I have my points of where I'm buying, what I'm expecting, and when I came back, the stock was, everything took a little dip. All right, so the positions that I'm in, all of them, I'm down all those stocks I just named right now. So this is the name of the game, and the reason why, like me, I'm always calm when these situations happen. Hey, it's either, what I mean, I lose the money that I'm down right now, or I play what I said I'm gonna play. So now I'm gonna let it play out. All right, in a few days from now, maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day, we'll see if the market rebounds and I could get a pop from any one of these four stocks I just named. And this is kind of like how I play it sometime when the market is slow. All right. Now on to some of the questions, quick fast, that you guys asked me. A couple of interesting questions. I had a couple of conversations earlier, and a lot of people still don't believe, like this stock thing is really serious like this, like, But those of you guys who know the economy, the stock thing is very serious right now. Some people, I don't understand how they so like don't believe. Like, I mean, you don't believe? Go check your goddamn 401k. Go check your 401k. Maybe that'll shed some light into your non-believers if you have a 401k. All right, but go check your 401k. All right, your 401k took a big hit. Go look at your statement from in fact, look at your statement from 2 months ago. Look at your statement now. All right, that month we in. Yeah, you should be getting a statement third quarter. All right, but to make a long story short, there was nothing moving really today. If you was in a stock that was moving, you made some money. If you had to, scalp like we do, like I do, then it was kind of like hard to scalp and find a stock that was moving. All right, it was kind of like hard because everything that was moving, I just named to you guys, like these stocks that we was watching, and then everything just pulled back. Right? And ended the day. Even JetBlue, I was gonna jump back into JetBlue. I love to trade JetBlue. And from the time I exited at that 24 or 23, was it 23.30? From the time I exited from that position, I haven't jumped back in. I'm waiting for it to, because it's still going up. So I'm waiting for it to hit a top level, because it already hit a high today of 25 something. So I'm gonna see if it pulled back, how far down it pulled back from hitting that price level. See if I could get a perfect, like I said, a perfect pullback buy. Sometimes they don't work. Sometimes they work perfectly. All right. So that's what I'm looking for, or to do, or to trade JetBlue. Okay. So how much money Was the question, first question was how much money have I lost? I've lost about maybe 13, 14. $600 to today. I think about 600 today. I took three stocks that I took loss in. It was gold, was it Netflix, Shake Shack. All right, because those stocks I've made money in them, and sometimes you trade what you know. So I jumped back into those stocks. Shake Shack I was already in. I just scaled my position out because they had earnings coming up. So I was betting. I'm already into profit, took some profit, and then if you guys remember, it popped all the way up to 79, and then from the next day just been one disappointment. Then they had the share offering that they were selling more shares at $60, so that kind of took the stock price back down. So there was a lot of things going on in Shake Shack, so I didn't exit that position, so I decided to go long Shake Shack. All right, and this is why I'm down in Shake Shack. All right, Go, another one that had a movement pullback, and inside the pullback now zigzagging going sideways. All right, but it has a level of support, so I'm still in gold. And what's the other one? Netflix. I don't know what happened the last 3 days or the last week in Netflix. Netflix has been diving, and I made money at Netflix. Remember before I traded Netflix at 97 to 114, then I let it go. Then I traded again 114 to 123. Then I got back in at 114, and this time it went down on me. So I'm still in Netflix, waiting to see what's gonna happen at these levels, because Netflix is a stock that you should load a mother load on Netflix when it hit that level. And I don't know why it pulled back all of a sudden because of Apple's conference. What the hell Apple got to do with Netflix? I still don't see why it pulled back. But I'm not no analyst, all right? So don't listen to me. But Netflix do Netflix, Apple does Apple. And Netflix, if you ask me, Apple somehow need Netflix more than Netflix need Apple. So, they're a media that plays on any device. And so far they've been doing a great job of it. So one of the best performance stocks in the S&P to this day, if you guys know what I'm talking about. So I'm watching Netflix. So those are the stocks that hurt me in gold. I don't know what happened to gold, like I said. So those are the stocks that hurt me, and that's where I lost money. I'm down about 1,200, 1,300. All right, so that's kind of like where I'm at with my losses right now. All right, moving on. The next question is, how do I get people to invest? Well, when you start off trading, it's a lonely road. You most definitely won't get no backing, no support. I mean, if I'm looking at it from my perspective of what I went through, you're gonna get no backing, no support, and you're gonna get a bunch of non-believers. Even when you're successful making some money, making trades, you're still gonna get a lot of non-believers. So as far as how you get more people to invest, just be consistent at what you're doing. I was young when I seen an episode of Married with Children, Al Bundy. What he says, if you build it, they will come. So you build your system of trading, of being successful, of having winning trades. All right, even if it's not crazy percentage, but just have winning trades, they will come. You will be more successful. You will make more money. Your account will grow. You will grow, and then these losers and these non-believers, then they will come. All right, because that's what normally happens. They always want to follow you when everything is all good and you're doing big things. Now everybody want to be like, hey, what are you doing? But that's just life. All right, so you got to be consistent on what you're doing with your trades, manage your account, and people will come. My own personal experience right now is like, I was looking for people to invest when I first started doing this. I would have taken anything, 100, 200, 300. But as usual, people always have better things to do. They're waiting for when they get the income tax. Oh, when I do this, when I clear my credit. And 9 out of 10 times, next summer, the following summer, these people are going to be stuck in the same situation. You ask them the same question, they're going to give you the same answer. So you got to move on and do what you got to do. And like I said, for me, I just had to just start doing my own thing. So now, before I was asking for anything, 2, 3, 4, 500. Now I'm not asking for none of that. All right. Anybody who's been working with me, I don't take less than $5,000 to play with. So if an investor, somebody want to play with me, or they want to, see what I'm doing, and I don't have to sit there and try to convince them anymore. So I've been putting all my trades, all my videos, and all my technicals, data that I'm looking at my charts of what I'm looking for, what I'm anticipating on happening. So those things I've been really doing a good job on my own. So any investors that come right now, I could just point them to my YouTube page, put them to my Facebook, and they could see live the trades that I've taken, things, money that I've made in this market, percentage wise, money wise, numbers wise. So that's my own personal. All right. What's the third question? The odds of success in this market. All right. In this market, the odds of success is you being patient, you not rushing, you not panicking. And this is where a lot of professionals, who's been trading for a while, they always say controlling your emotion in a trade is the most important thing. Because you can have your levels, and when the stock is hitting that level or is going below that level, what do? All right. And this is where, like I said, develop a system. All right. Because the odds of success in this market is based on your system. And even if you have a good system, you still have taken a loss. Okay. And like I said, the people who are non-believers I mentioned before, go look at your 401k if you have one. You took a loss. The people in the market who don't know what the hell they're doing, they took a big loss. All right. I know a few guys who lost over $1 million. Okay. In the market. All right. In the last week or two. And there's one dude, I don't know him, but he lost about 10 million. Okay. So this is the kind of game that, these people are playing. So the stock market is not a game. All right. And it's not a gamble. All right. It's a game with rules, if you want to call it a game, but it's something with rules and regulation that you have to apply to yourself. You have to know when to pump your own brakes. All right. Because now, everybody in the market is panicking. Most of these stocks that shouldn't even had been hit, the way they've been hit is some of them are getting crushed. And when you look at some of them that was already getting crushed from April, because I don't know what happened in April, a lot of stocks started taking a dip, down back in April. And when the last 2 weeks happened with the whole China Greece nonsense, they took a lower hit. So those are the stocks that I've been looking at, and I'm seeing if they're going to turn around. Even General Motors has been sitting here from $38 in April. It dropped all the way to $29, which is a big 10% hit, 24 on the big drop. When the market pulled back 2 weeks ago, the last week we've been stuck in this downtrend. So these are the stocks I'm looking for. Hanging strong. You got Under Armour still hanging strong. You got Nike still hanging strong. You got Lowe's and Home Depot both just broke over their 200-day moving average. They closed, I don't know if it was below it today, but they're close to the 200-day moving average. And Home Depot is uptrending. All right, if you draw the trend line from April. All right, so this is, what I'm watching. Apple, I don't know what the big hype is about Apple, because they had a freaking Apple conference. Yeah, they showed their new devices. They're talking about video games on the phone. I'm not impressed. So I don't see what the big deal was in Apple that, that Netflix took a big dive. All right, so this is my update on the markets. I'm not gonna go into too many details. This is a 15-minute video. But this was to answer those 3 questions and give you guys a little update on the market conditions. Because I know people asking me, I make the video of what's going on in stocks to trade. But when the market is this shaky, my friends, I don't want to give you guys the wrong impression that it's safe out there to just pick a stock and just trade it. Okay? So I hope this was helpful. And like I always say, for those of you guys who, interested, feel free to send me an email. If you want to work with me, if you want to invest, if you want to learn how to trade, feel free to send me an email at the number 3, the letter D, consult me at Gmail. Peace.